Oh, so Chicago could not have gone any better for me. I couldn't have asked for anything more given the circumstances. So really thrilled with the way that had turned out. But now that Chicago is in the rear view mirror, it's time to start thinking about New York. Now I took 5 full days off of basically everything. And I still was doing my mobility exercises in the morning, which I put always in air quotes, you know, yoga. There's a little bit of yoga mixed in there, but there's a lot of foam rolling and some active stretching, that kind of thing. Just this kind of stuff that I do to stay limber the best that I can. And so I'm still doing all of those types of things. But I'm sorry, I got distracted. Somehow Bella got out here. I have no idea how she did that. Bella, I don't know how you snuck out that door so fast. She was laying in on the footstool a second ago. I thought she was asleep. Oh well. Anyway, so Chicago is behind us. It's time to start thinking about New York. So you know, I was really pleased, like I said, with the way that the marathon turned out. You know, I ran it healthy and happy. You know, I kept kind of getting in my own head. However, you know, right from the get-go, I was waiting for the hammer to drop, you know, for my ankle to start throbbing, my hip to start going bad. And, you know, that was in my mind pretty much the entire time. And when I got to about the halfway mark and my legs were already feeling a little bit tired, so I probably went out faster than I should have. I should have tried to level out my pace a little better. The pace that I went out at is what I felt good doing at the time, but it wasn't sustainable for me. And I knew that when I got to about the halfway mark, that, you know, my legs were already tired and I wanted to be able to, you know, keep my legs turning over all the way from the start to the finish. I knew if I could do that, that I would end up with a pretty decent time, and it worked out. It worked out. But going into New York, I'm going to do things a little bit differently. Today is the first run, I guess. It's going to be just an easy run of the final prep days before I jump on a plane and head to the start line over there. But I pretty much decided that I want to try to find a pace group and hang with them the best that I can in New York. I'm thinking 3:30 pace group would be a good one for me to start out on, and hopefully I could hang with them. If I was able to do that, I would be really, really thrilled with the overall result, but we'll see. We'll see. You know, I didn't run a 3:30 in Chicago. It was a 3:33.57, so basically 3:34, which, while it's a Boston qualifier, let's face it, if that's the time that I was hanging my hat on this coming year for 2024, I wouldn't have got in, because they slid that bar, as you know. You had to run it 5 minutes and 29 seconds faster than what was originally stated just to apply. So, you know, I am in for 2024, by the way. So I am planning to go back to Boston this next year for 2024. Got my hotel all signed up, ready to go. So looking forward to that. But first I want to get through New York, and then I'll start thinking about the next one. All right, so I am going to go out and do something that I haven't done really in a really long time, or it feels like forever, and that's just to go out for an easy run and as a part of a training block. So for those of you who are wondering, what am I going to do between, you know, finishing Chicago and the New York Marathon, because there's, you know, there was just a month difference in time. Again, that first 5 days, I was just off, you know, just let my legs kind of recover and rest, and they were pretty sore. I'll be honest, you know, my calves, I knew my calves were going to be sore just because, you know, I had gone out on a couple easy runs after not running for nearly 11 weeks or so, almost 3 months. I went out for an easy run, and, you know, the next day my calves were sore, so I knew going into it that they were going to be sore, and they were. But, you know, that I could deal with. That soreness is all gone now, you know, after that 5 days of, you know, basically rest and recovery. So what I'm doing is I'm going back, and I'm using a Garmin intermediate marathon training plan, and I'm picking up the last 3 weeks of that plan. So basically I'm going to be running, you know, just the tail end of it. And and what makes it so nice, if you go to connect.garmin.com, I don't work for Garmin, they don't sponsor anything, I'm just a fan of their products and their training programs. But if you go to connect.garmin.com, and you go to one of the training programs that's of interest to you, and you put your date in, like I did. I put in November 5th, I think is when the New York Marathon is. It automatically brought me forward to where I needed to be, and it loaded up all of the workouts to my watch. So pretty seamless, pretty seamless. And I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to do that here. All right, so that's enough of me going on about that. I am gonna go out and get my easy run in. It's not the best of days, but it feels pretty awesome to me. It's raining right now. It's a pretty steady rain. I don't know if I'm gonna give it a few minutes. I might look at the radar. If it looks like it's gonna clear within the next hour, I might just wait it out and see if I can't get a clear shot to run. And it'll be 40 minutes to an hour, something like that, for today, just at a really easy pace. If the radar shows that it's going to be just a steady rain all day, I'm just gonna suck it up and put on some gloves, because my hands are already cold, and get out and get this one done. So let's go check the radar, and then we're gonna go from there. All right, Bella, little bugger, let's get you back in the house. Oh. I bet it's raining out. So I'm really dodging the puddles today. It's been raining quite a bit. Trying to avoid having wet feet for too long. Lots of puddles no matter where I go. Still, all in all, feels pretty good to be out here, even in this kind of weather. When you haven't been able to really train to run to train, for a while, you realize that, running is a gift. And when it's not there, you miss it. So right now, every stride feels pretty darn good. I thought about heading over to the dirt track that I like so much, but I know it's just going to be one big mud puddle today. So I'm going to stick to the surface roads, some of the concrete sidewalks as well. Basically, wherever I think I can get a dry line to run on. Feeling pretty good, actually. Going uphill right now. It's kind of hard to tell in these videos, but it's a pretty decent hill. I don't think anything like what I'm gonna see in New York. New York would definitely just be a for fun run. Not expecting to set any kind of PR there. Just hoping to, like I did in Chicago, run it, have some fun, be happy and healthy throughout the race, soak it up and enjoy it. That's my A goal. I don't really have a B goal. Whew. That wind is something else. In addition to the rain and all the wind, this time of year we get a lot of debris from the trees. So not just sticks and branches, but we have a lot of walnut trees here. And those walnuts are all over the sidewalks. And that can be, pretty hazardous. If you step on one of those, roll your ankle. That could be some really bad news, so trying to watch out for that too. Oh, it's nice to see all of the fall colors out here in Michigan. Makes for a really nice run. Oh, low bridge. Oh. All right. I'm just gonna finish this one out. It's been going pretty good so far, just bopping along. Haven't looked at my watch yet. It's an easy run, so I don't really care about the pace. I just want to, run whatever feels comfortable today. Tomorrow I'll have a long run, and it'll be my first training long run in over 3 months. So I'm kind of excited about that. A little bit nervous, to be honest. I think we're in for the same kind of weather. I think because of the time and the distance, I'll probably go out to the rails for trails. A lot of dirt out there to run on, a little bit of pavement, but mainly what I like is it's secluded. So the only people out there would be either running or on a bike, and I doubt I'll see any of those if it's like today. So I think that will probably be a good choice for tomorrow. But we'll see. It's always subject to game day decisions, as they say. For as nasty a day as it is, it didn't stop these youngsters from out here playing soccer. See if I get you a view of them. I don't know if that came in or not, but the kids are probably, I don't know, maybe 8, 9 years old is all. And they're toughing it out. They're still having a lot of fun. I can hear them laughing and cheering. A little bit of rain is not going to hold them back. It's not going to hold us back either. All right, so that easy run is in the books. Went just a little over 40 minutes. Not really sure how far that was. I'll look it up though, or I'll have probably scrolled it across the screen already. And I think it went pretty well. It took me a while to get into a rhythm, I guess. But that's to be expected. I haven't run a lot of running lately. All right, so hey guys, thanks for making it to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it for you. As always, run tall, run strong, be kind of one another. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, you guys, you can email me comments, questions, video. If you want to be highlighted on an upcoming video here on the channel, I'd be glad to do that. I think it's always great to put faces and names together, and you can send that stuff to me at runtall2020@gmail.com. All right, you guys, hope you have a great one. Time to go stretch out, take a shower. And then I think Kim is going to have me go antiquing today. Guess it could be worse things to do on a rainy day. All right. Felt pretty good. Weather was crummy, but felt good to run. All right. No, Belle. Snuck out on me once.